Eric, you're getting your first taste of the Mayor's Cup here. What have people told you about it?
Yeah, obviously, I think the first thing that's obvious, anytime in your season you can play a game that induces pressure and creates a playoff-like atmosphere, I think it's beneficial for both programs, and I think it's an opportunity for us as coaches to gauge our players in these moments and who can we trust, and make no mistake about it, they're legacy games. You know, they're games that you'll remember if you won or lost, you'll remember if you played well, you'll remember if you scored. And as coaches, we look forward to these games as well. They kind of keep us up a little bit more at night, and these are all good things.
Have you had a chance to look at past games? What people told you about what this atmosphere is like?
You know what? Just obviously some of our alumni, reinforcing how important the game is. Some of that stuff, I could go back to the Seth and Benny days, and the crowds here, and it's an environment. Like I said, you want to, it's a great student athlete environment.
You guys, obviously you won on Saturday against Brown. I mean, is that you guys have some momentum going into this game?
I guess it's better to have won than lost. For us right now, we're still trying to gain traction and play consistently day in and day out, and we've actually really liked us since we've been back from break. We played 3 really good games, 8 out of 9 periods that we really liked. And in fact, the Yale first period, we were really good in that game. So we're playing pretty good hockey. We're not quite getting results, but we're still process driven in terms of how we want to play. Playing with second and third effort, things that are important to our program right now. We got to make sure we check those boxes.
For your seniors, I mean, they have not won this cup, and Union's won the last 4. I mean, how motivated are they for this to finally end that streak?
Yeah, I would imagine it's important to them. Again, I come back to these legacy games, and you certainly don't want to go through your entirety here without having won one of these. And they're important. They're important games for our program. They're important games for Union's program, and really looking forward to Saturday.
What do you like about your team? The way, I mean, you got off to a little slow start, but you guys, you've had some impressive. I mean, a couple weeks ago, you gave Princeton and Quinnipiac all they could handle. So, I mean, how do you like the way your team has developed over the course of the season?
Yeah, the word I like to use is I think we're trending. I think we're trending to become a competitive hockey team right now. We get off to a rough start. We get off to that 0-6 start, probably a little bit more schedule induced than how we were playing, and in that time frame we were putting out a lot of fires. We couldn't really get to how we wanted to play, and then we had a good 5-5 stretch, and then I didn't love our last weekend before break, and coming out of break I really liked our energy and the way we're practicing and the way we were trying to striving to be the team that we play to an identity, and it's starting to morph into that. I think we're trending in a good direction. We want to be a team nobody wants to play at the end of the year, and that's important for us.
How important would it be for the program to win this, and get, especially with the last part of the ECAC hockey schedule coming up, how important will it be to get this win and head back into conference play next week?
One thing I said in one of our early meetings with our group is, before we want to talk about being a nationally ranked team or a national contender, we need to be the best locally, and that's important for us. And it's a great rivalry. We're a stone's throw away from one another. We're like-minded institutions. I think we fight similar battles in terms of the landscape of college hockey. I think there's a lot of good between Union and RPI, and it's important. It's important for our program.
You guys back in October, you won at Union. Union came back and won at RPI. What did you take from those games, and what do you have to do to make sure that you get that win on Saturday?
Yeah, I think Union's, the strength of Union's team is the team. I think they get contributions up and down their lineup. They've got a dynamic D-core. They've got 2 goaltenders that could they could play either one of those guys. They're obviously well coached. Josh is doing a terrific job over there. We'll have to play really well, and the stars will have to align in terms of we'll need solid goaltending. We'll have to check really well. We'll have to be opportunistic when we get chances, and our discipline will have to be near perfect because they got a great power play. So for us right now, that's we actually have a day off here, and we'll string Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and get ready for what we think will be a great college hockey game on Saturday.